All right, guys, it is finally time to talk about the new brand Influxious, which was launched by Fumi Monet just a few weeks ago now. So I purchased all 4 fragrances in the travel size. I'm gonna explain why I only think one of them I would actually buy again, unfortunately. But before we get into all of that, let's talk a little bit about this brand. So this brand is supposed to be inspired or kind of like a medley of Fumi's love of fragrance combined with her Nigerian background, which I think is really cool. As someone who's Ghanaian, I think it's really cool to see a fellow African incorporating their culture into, a project. You don't usually see that. So Fumi, if you're not familiar, is a very big fragrance creator, fragrance influencer, whatever you want to call it. I think she has like over 500,000 followers. So that's how she's so well known. She talks about different fragrances and that's the overall deal, I guess. So all of these fragrances have a couple of notes in common. I'm gonna list them on screen, but off of memory, I wanna say it's the Nigerian ginger and I don't remember if it's cardamom. I could be mistaken, but I will definitely list it on screen here. And that's kind of like her way to anchor all of these fragrances together and make it feel like it is embedded in her Nigerian culture, which I think is a really cool thing to do. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was very nervous about these fragrances. Not because of Fumi or her nose or any of that, but it's because every single video I saw of these fragrances were nothing but completely stellar reviews. Every single one. And it's not that I'm calling anyone a liar or that I think that she can't make great fragrances, but I find it hard to believe, statistically speaking, that a brand new brand comes out with their first 4 fragrances and every single person who has smelled these fragrances, they like every single one. They not just like, they love every single one. Every single one of them is fantastic. I don't know about that. So I feel like my review is probably gonna be in the minority of reviews, and that's okay. I'm just gonna give you guys my honest take on the fragrances, like I always try to do, and you can do with it, whatever you choose to do with it. It's always a little bit uncomfortable critiquing another creator's work because a lot of people have very unhealthy parasocial relationships on the internet and get very up in arms when you do that. But I'm just gonna review them, so let's get started. First up, in last place for me, is Well Loved, which is unfortunate. I really did want to like this fragrance because I liked the idea of a smooth, creamy shea butter type of smell. But it's the cardamom. I think the cardamom is too much in the scent, and for whatever reason, the way that it blends with the other notes, the magnolia and the sweetness from the apricot, it's just not good to me. And this isn't like it's just not good for me, but it would be good for someone else. I mean, of course, anyone can like this, but in my opinion, I really dislike this DNA. Not only would I not wear it, I had to wash it off of my hand because I kept getting wafts of it and I despised the smell. And I also would not want to smell this on someone else next to me. I really, really dislike this DNA. I feel like I have to be very specific about that because of what I'm gonna say about the next fragrance. There is a difference. But anyways, this one's not for me. It's supposed to be a skin scent, but I actually think it performs pretty well. I think it is actually much louder than your typical skin scent, which I think is good, but not for me. Next up, we have High Life. High Life, I really wanted to love. High Life is a style of music that is very, very popular in Africa. Not just Africa, lots of people listen to High Life these days, but it's like African beats mixed with jazz, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome music. And I really like the idea of a fragrance that was gonna be inspired by that, like this lively, rhythmic, nostalgic feeling type of smell to me, as someone who grew up with High Life music always being played in the house. But this one I really don't like. But unlike Well Loved, I don't dislike this one because I think it's a bad fragrance. I don't like it because it's way too floral for my personal taste. You're gonna get a lot of the Turkish rose coming through and a lot of the hibiscus. You get Turkish rose with hibiscus, and then covered on top of that is a sweet layer of raspberry and blueberry musk. I was hoping that the blueberry musk was gonna kind of be like the Arabiat Prestige blueberry musk, but done in I guess in an exotic way to feel like it's High Life, but no, it's just a sweet floral. Great performance, right? But not for me. But again, not a bad scent. If you are a floral lover, I think this will be perfect for you, but you have to like rose, and you gotta be okay with the sweet rose. But if that's you, you'll love it. Again, great performance, but hard pass for me. Next up, we have Gold Standard. This is the one that legitimately broke my heart. I thought that out of all 4, just reading the notes, this was the one that should have been perfect for me. And it is perfect for me. The DNA itself is spectacular. It's a really delicious, unique smelling caramel, saffron DNA that is fantastic. The problem is the performance on this fragrance is diabolically bad, okay? I don't know if it's just me and my skin. I don't know, man. All I know is that it's horrendous. I'm talking less than 20 minutes and it's a skin scent that I have to try to find. Not acceptable at that price point. Now, you all know that performance and longevity is different person to person. So sometimes I don't even know if I should talk about performance because everyone has a different experience, but just so you know why I personally would not purchase this one again, it's because the performance is unacceptable for that price point for me. But I definitely think that you should, for sure, not only smell this one, like you should smell all of them in store if you can, or buy a sample or set or whatever. But definitely test this one on skin if you're in the store because it's a great smell. But if the performance is as bad as it is on me, I don't know if you're gonna wanna shell out, the $150 for it. Last but certainly not least is the one fragrance that I have already ordered a full-size bottle of. I think this one is fantastic. For sure, one of the best fruity fragrances in my collection, and I would put it as my favorite watermelon fragrance in my collection. This is Divine Magic Hour. So Magic Hour is gonna give you watermelon with dragon fruit, with saffron and some jasmine. And you really do smell the watermelon, but what's different about this scent and what makes it so unique to me is the fact that the watermelon is not done in your typical overly fresh way. It's done in a warm, sexy way. It feels kind of like cooked watermelon. Like if you were to cut up slices of watermelon and bake it in the oven, I think you would get Magic Hour. It's really good. And the chili pepper, hopefully I didn't mention some wrong notes. I may have, but I'll put the correct notes on screen. The chili pepper is not too strong, not too peppery, but it does add just the right amount of edge to the fragrance to make it feel a little bit interesting, to give it some exotic appeal. It's so good. Performance on this one is up there with High Life. I can't tell if High Life is a little bit stronger or if Magic Hour is a little bit stronger, but they are both on par. For sure, one of the better performing fragrances out of all four. So it kind of hits everything on the nail for me. It's a unique DNA that I don't already have in my collection. It's an addictively good DNA that I want to continue to smell over and over again. And it has good performance and longevity on my skin. So that is my favorite out of all. So let me know, guys, if you have already smelled these fragrances. I don't remember if they're already in stores or if that's on the 12th or the 8th, I don't remember. But let me know if you have tried the new Influxious fragrances, and if you have, what are your thoughts? If you haven't tried them, which ones sound the most interesting to you to try out? And I'll see you guys back tomorrow for our next episode.